Hi everyone, welcome to the Block by Blockchain channel. Today we'll be talking about crypto indices. But what are crypto indices? What is an index in the financial sense? Well, an index, a financial index, is a number which represents a weighted collection of assets. Think about a bunch of coins of which you want to own, but of which you own different amounts of each. This is what I call balance. You have more of one and less of another. You have weights for each one of them. So this basket, or sometimes we call it portfolio, is the basis of an index. So when you apply a formula, which I'm not going to get into, the indices use to calculate their value to this basket, this balanced basket of assets, of crypto coins if you want, then you get a number. And this number should track the market if the market is well represented by the coins selected for the portfolio or basket. So what's the point of our video today? The point of our video today is to look at a couple of crypto indices to let you know that they exist for cryptocurrencies. Like we all know that they exist for standard classical financial markets. Think of S&P 500, FTSE 100, CAC 40. Those are all indices. There are indices already being calculated for the crypto market. And why should you care about this? Well, you should care about this because normally a portfolio composed by a balanced basket of assets performs better than a single currency, a single asset. So, if you invest in the crypto market, you would love to know that there are people out there balancing cryptocurrencies into baskets and telling you what the average returns are for such baskets. So you can try to emulate their decisions and invest and get exactly the same returns as they do. So that's why you should care about cryptocurrency indices. So let's cut to the chase and look at some indices here. First one, I want to talk about two indices. The first one that I want to talk to you about is the Bletchley Index. Bletchley, as in Bletchley Park, Alan Turing. I don't know if they got inspired from that. But anyway, the Bletchley Index. I'll have the links in the description, but you can check out on the screen right now. The Bletchley Index, as you can see here, it has a value that changes over time, just like I explained to you just a while ago. An index can be composed by baskets of different size. So the Bletchley Index, you can choose the Bletchley 40, there's a bunch of them, Bletchley 10, and so on and so forth. These people that maintain indices, when they decide to construct an index, they come up with a formula that they're happy with, that they have the necessary statistical properties to be a good index, and then they calculate it by different sizes of baskets and they publish that. Normally, unless they are just using that index for personal or private purposes, such as to power a very lucrative investment fund, for example. That's another example where people may calculate an index and not share. But these ones that I'm showing to you, they are public, so you can check their methodology, you can check what they keep in their baskets and how much of each. So that's pretty nice to take a look at. Second one I want to show you is CRIX, which is here in the screen. CRIX is another crypto index, and you can see here its graph. CRIX also has a basket of a lot of currencies. So you see here the relative proportions on a nice visualization. See that most of the CRIX is Bitcoin. Second most representative currency in CRIX is Ripple, followed by Ether, then EOS, then Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and blah blah blah. Notice that they also keep Tether, the stable coin that tracks the US dollar. That's important because when you have that in your basket, it means that you can switch to a position of lower volatility if you want to. If the market is going terribly down, you can protect yourself in a stable coin. So that's the role basically of having a very varied composition in your basket. So Crix shows in this page their methodology, as you can see here. It's very clearly illustrated. You can follow it. It's not complicated. Just a bunch of sums and fractions, so you should understand without any problems. So together with the Bletchley that I talked to you about just a second ago, you can get their data, read in more detail about their methodology, and they even, in the case of Crix, calculate a volatility index, which is the VCRIX. And the volatility index is another number that they calculate that represent the combined volatility of the assets in their baskets. How they combine, you have to read the docs. So that's what exactly I want to show you today. Not to tell you how these indices are calculated, but to let you know that instead of just blindly buying and holding a single currency, there are other variations on the buy and hold theme that you should consider. And one of the best is buying and holding a diversified portfolio. So that's it. I hope this lecture or this tutorial on cryptocurrency indices has been useful to you, and that will help you make more profits from the cryptocurrency market. That's it. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, subscribe and share with your friends, and I'll see you on the next video.